So very good evening to all of you. That here we have just an open question answer session with Raj Lakshmi Suryavanshi and Pratham Tiwari. Now you people have open dialogue that to ask a question to both of them, right? Please.
How to work on proper communication in English.
Yes. So I would like to answer the question. If we see towards that particular thing, that is the English, then first of all I would like to say that it's a language. So there is no need that type of fear you should have in your own mind. While seeing towards that language, you just take it casually. And do you know that as like Marathi, you can just go in the flow with that English. And while speaking, while doing the quite good pronunciation, and while doing practicing, you can just being that type of you will just get that type of flow for that particular language. And one day you will feel that it's quite easy than like a Marathi too. In the Marathi, you are having quite complicated things that you can't even imagine or you can't even write it as fast you would like. But in English, it's quite easy. And there is a very, very small and easiest thing. But there is a need of the practice and proper pronunciation as well as discussion. So while listening, you have to just move toward that particular language. It's all.
I would like to add to it that whenever you want to speak good English, so I think that the best thing is to adopt to it. Like for example, do you know fully Marathi? Like, are you a pro in Marathi? No, because you also even sometimes get struck that what is the meaning of that word. What you do at that time? You Google it, you understand it, and you move on, right? And if you want to speak in the front of dais and still you are not remembering that word, what you do? You make a phrase, like you make a sentence which explains the meaning of that word. Try to do same with the English. Whenever you want to do, you just understand some basic grammars, what is the past, present tense, and all that, and you start to speak up to it. Start thinking in English. Right now, what happens is people think in their mother tongue and they interpret, translate it into English, and then speak. So that's why it becomes difficult for them to go with the flow, right? So I think that it is always better if you want to adopt towards the English, you need to start thinking in English. And one thing which is told when you are learning music is that when जब तुम्हारा सुर नहीं लगता है तो जोर से बोलो और ऐसा बोलो कि कोई सुन नहीं रहा है. Just do the same with English. Whenever if you are feeling that my English is not good, be confident and be prepared that even though if you are in front of many people, try to speak up to it. So it will help you to adopt to the English. Thank you.
There is one question from my side that usually the people are facing the problem of confidence building. As our class is not just providing the training of English, it is providing the training of personality development. And in the personality development, confidence building is very important for us. Basically, we found that we Marathi people are having the problem of confidence on. And because of that, only even professional people are facing a lot of problems. What do you think that? How did you overcome this kind of thing? And how did you get the confidence in your life?
So I would like to add to that answer. The thing which I have noticed, which I would like to highlight in this question is, what is the difference between the students from IIT, NITs, government colleges, and the private colleges? So the thing what happens is, the IIT students or the good college students are given exposure to the real life experience. Like there are various national, international levels of events which are happening in such colleges, which are hosted by the students. Like a second year or third year student manages the whole national level competition happening in IIT, where the students from southern part of India are coming by flight. They are staying, their accommodation, their felicitation, where the events will happen. So there is one secretary, where there are various portfolios. They handle it, they take some decisions, and college provides them monetary funding, and it is limited. Like 50% is provided by the college, but the 50% they have to find out on their own. So there are the financial teams, there are sponsorship teams. So what happens, I think, is when we talk about confidence building, the best thing to gain confidence is by gaining the experience. So and that's why I think the students of IITs also have an age in the society because they have that confidence. Yeah, I can manage a event of national level, so I can manage a small company event, right? So that is the level of confidence they are having. And I think that the best part, if anyone wants to gain experience, to gain confidence, is to gain the experience. For example, if you want to gain confidence for doing good speeches, right? So the best thing is to gain experience. Go on the dais. Once the people may laugh. Once you will not be able to deliver what you wanted. Like for example, in the interviews, many students prepare what they want to say in the interview. But what happens is it is only the 20% what they have prepared they deliver. The rest 80% is something new. So that's the experience which can help you understand that you can deliver yourself. That 80% of delivering will make you be a confidence that I can speak in front of someone on some topic. So I think that the best part is to gain an experience in any respective manner where you want to learn or gain the confidence in the field. Thank you.
Yes, I would like to something. If we see towards the confidence, then we come to understand that from where the confidence comes, it comes by the appreciation, as it comes from the experience. Means, for example, if you are doing something new or if you are doing something better, so at that time, if someone is appreciating you, whatever the experience you are taking, at that time, if you get that type of proper appreciation, that time your confidence will directly get boosted up to the 100%. And at that time, there is a need of some correction. But still, if we just that much able to tell that correction in a proper manner, then definitely next time that person will dare to do that type of things more confidently and more effectively. So this is the difference. But in the current situation, what is happening? Our Indian mentality, our society is not that much able to just boost up that people in that proper way. Means, for example, how if someone is there and that person would like to do something new, that is, for example, business or something new in that particular sector. So at that time, what our Indian people is just saying, no, just don't do it, don't dare it. You are not that much able to just do it. But as Pratham already mentioned that the people who is from the second year, third year, just arranging or just doing or dare to arrange the national level competition, then definitely business is not that much a big deal for that particular person. Or IIT can do anything, then why the common man can't? This is the biggest question. So first of all, I would like to just say that appreciation experience. These both things matters a lot for increasing that type of confidence in your life. So it's all. Thank you.
Also, one thing which I would like to just pinpoint here is many a times people want to take a big leap of confidence. Like I will perform in front of 1,000 people, in 500, in front of 500 people. But I think that people should start taking baby steps. Like speak in front of 10 people, then 20 people. So it will not make sure it will not boost more make your morale down, because many times what happens, you try to take a big experience but it fails unfortunately. So at that time, the people just instead of gaining confidence, they lose the confidence. So I think that to avoid that, the baby steps are necessary to be taken. Thank you.
How can we improve our personal growth?
Yes, personality. This is most important aspect, or this is most important thing. Means each and everyone will judge you while you see towards your own personality. Means how you behave, how you communicate, how you represent your own self in front of the people, how you just give your body language, how you just face the barriers, what you're just happening on that particular things, and not many things that matters in lot. But these all things are depend on your personality. So, directly or indirectly, personality is most important aspect. So, how to improve it? This is the biggest question. And we can say that in the current situation, each and every person is having this particular question in their mind, that how to improve their personality. Basically, there is a need of first of all the confidence, or there is a need of the continuous efforts for doing something for your own self, thinking about your own self. Means in the current situation also, if I say someone just tell something about the computer, tell something about this particular person, tell something about that particular auntie, then the person is that much free and frank to tell something, and that particular person can talk on that particular topic for the 10 minutes, 20 minutes in lot many languages. But I personally feel that whenever I will tell you something, that tell me something about your own self or introduce yourself, Then the people are getting just question as how I will like to just put my own opinion in front of the people about me, and not many questions are there. Means I would like to just say that rather than just focusing towards the surrounding or rather than focusing towards the other things, first of all you have to focus to your own self. You have to do something on your own self. As we already mentioned that experiment is most important thing. It gives you the experience. Okay. So first of all, there is a need to just do the experiments on your own self. It may be by the different perspective or it may be on the particular one and only aspect. So while doing different things, you can just analyze your own personality. You can just develop your own personality by doing different things, while exploring yourself from the inside out. Then you will come to understand that who I am exactly and how I can just improve myself. Then and then only you will just find the way, and accordingly you will just move on that particular path, and you will reach to your goal with the help of quite good personality and with the help of your own achievements. So it's all. Thank you.
So I would like to talk that about 3 points when we talk about personality. I think that first thing which every person want to improve personality should do is to start act, because many people what do is they just think like I am going to stop using social media from now. I am going to do exercise from now. I am going to study hard to get into good college from now. That is very difficult, because you can't just stop the activity that you were doing from last 2 years and start doing new thing. You are not adaptive to it, but start taking the steps. Like whenever you think like I will do from tomorrow. That is the biggest hurdle in the life of a person who wants to develop its personality. See anyone whom you have seen have a good personality, you may have noticed that all of them have one thing in common, that they have acted towards it. They have acted when they have thought of it. And which comes to the second point, do the calculated things. Take a calculated risk. It is not like just do weak things. Like let's say I think that tomorrow I want to start a business of XYZ thing, and tomorrow I just take money, I implement and do a business. It's not a good thing. Do a calculated things. Like for example, let's start doing exercises, and don't do exercise like for hours for a day one. Start doing baby steps. Do Surya Namaskar first. Do some yoga first. Make your body flexible, and then do it. So take a calculated risk of what you want to do. Because of which, what happens is you will get the results, and once you get that motivation of that result, you will start acting towards it, and this cycle will go on. And the third point which I want to highlight is the procrastination. The biggest hurdle towards any personality is the procrastination. And the best way to break the cycle of procrastination is to act in the immediate moment, because it is proven that procrastination can be broken if you just for work for the 2 minutes of when you just decide. For example, I am just scrolling the Instagram, and I decide no, don't want to do it. Just make sure that you don't use Instagram for 2 minutes. You will break that cycle of procrastination, and you will start thinking of other things. So it is just the first 2 minutes that you have to overcome, which will help you act, and which will when you act, you will understand that you need to take calculated steps. And when this whole cycle will be going on, you will see that personality is growing. And I think that personality is not just the thing which you feel. It is the aura that you develop, and the surrounding people also start to understand that yes, this person is growing differently, and you also understand aura, that how the people are speaking to you, how they are behaving to you. So that is the taking the test marks from the surrounding that your personality is growing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for giving your valuable time to speak with our students. Thank you, please.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
sir.